Okay, guys, I've had to do a re-recording of the intro of the interview that I did with Betty because for some reason my sound was very, very choppy and breaking up, and it was kind of unlistenable. So what I did at the beginning of the call is I introduced myself as I normally do for those who were new on the call, and we had some really good numbers on the call as well. And what I wanted to position this call as was a business builders call because I'm very aware that there's all different types of people that join our business. Some people who have a passion for helping people, some people who they have a desire for building a business, and some people who are joining the business for other reasons. But if every single one of us come from the same place, and that is to help as many people as we can, the only way that's going to happen is if we build a business. So it's good that we can get passionate about the products, but more importantly, we have to get more aggressive in regards to building the business, because if we do that, then indirectly we are going to help more people. So the reason why I put this call together was because I wanted to inform, I wanted to enlighten, and I wanted to encourage the listeners on the call. And many people brought their guests on the call. We had people from the US, from the UK, from all over. And it was a very good call. We had some really good numbers on the call. So I'm just, like I said, just doing this quick re-recording of an intro, and then I'm going to get right into Betty's interview because she was very clear, whereas I was not that clear. So enjoy, and I hope you see the benefits of what Betty says.
Okay, well, it's great to be on the call. Jason, I'm hearing you kind of breaking up quite a bit, so I hope everyone can hear me. I hope my voice is coming over clearly. Jason, is it for you?
I can hear you perfectly.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, my husband and I have been involved with marketing these great products for about 22 years. And when we were introduced to Reliv, my friends that took the time to introduce it to us really did not know that my husband had been miserable in his job for the last 10 years. But when we were introduced to it, it was really through the product. My friend had gotten great results with suffering with insomnia, and I was excited about hearing these health stories, and I thought maybe this would help me. I had started through midlife changes, and I was struggling with insomnia and mood swings and just very, very tired all the time, and I thought, wow, if this could help her, maybe it could help me. You know, she was a fairly new distributor, and she invited the couple over that was training her. And when I look back on it, in the beginning I didn't realize the purpose and the reasoning behind it, but I'm so glad she did, because if she had not brought them in to meet us, we would not have ever really known about the business opportunity. And the people that we were with that weekend had no idea how miserable my husband had been. He'd been in upper management for 30 years. He was an executive. His first 20 years were with Hewlett-Packard. He was international sales manager for the Colorado Springs division. And from there, he ended up moving to a publishing company as the vice president of marketing. And from there, another company as VP of marketing. But, you know, he got to the point in his career where he was so really tired of trying to keep company presidents happy. And plus, he got tired of managing people. He really wanted to build something on his own. He wanted time freedom. He wanted to choose, and he just didn't want that pressure of corporate life. But the interesting thing about this experience, my husband was almost 60 years old when this took place. Our kids were 15 and 16 years old. We still had high school and college years ahead of us. And, you know, I remember sitting there thinking, oh, my goodness, there's no way that he would be able to replace a six-figure income in a network marketing company. The couple that we met, the friends of ours, their friends, at that point when they shared the marketing plan that they were earning around $8,000 a month marketing these products and building a distribution network really caught my husband's attention, so much so that he actually signed up as a distributor before he even tasted the products. I was very slow in getting on board about this business because of fear. My husband had always earned a good income. I was used to a paycheck coming in every week, and the thought of us doing something like this at our age was just a little scary for me. But our whole family started taking the products, and one by one we all saw major changes. There was no doubt in my mind these were great products, but I needed to know if we could make money. And through the 6 months as we were making these shakes, the friends over in Chicago began to call us, and they began to introduce us to people that were getting life-changing results from the products and life-changing results in a business. And because of those stories, it really opened up my heart and my mind. What if this really is what we're looking for? We decided to go to a conference that year. I'm so glad we did. I'm not sure if we'd be in the business today if we had not made that trip. And the reason is because we saw this company up front. We saw and met distributors all across the country that were very sincere people, very dear people. They were the kind of people that we like to be with. Their stories were amazing. They were very open and vulnerable about where they had been financially, what their needs were, why they got involved with this company, and they would actually tell us how much money they were making. And so that weekend, I really made a commitment with my husband. We were going to go home, and we're going to build a business around these products. So our main purpose of getting into the business was to replace Phil's six-figure income. He and the company president had not been seeing eye to eye for about 5 years, and he was miserable in this job, and we knew we had to do something different. We had to make a change. Because of those stories, it really gave me hope. It gave us both hope that we could do this. So when we sat down with our sponsor, they laid out a business model, a business plan that we followed. They came alongside, they mentored us, they tutored us, they went to work with us. And when we got started in this business, going to the people that we loved, we cared about, I would say we were probably earning around $800 to $1,000 a month just retailing this product. But out of that customer base, within a 6-month period, we began to sponsor distributors through that customer base, and we began to build an override check between $800 and $1,000 a month. Nope. Actually, at that point, we were making about $4,000 a month in our override check. In 15 months' time, 15 months' time, we were earning over $8,000 a month in our override check alone. Our second year, we doubled that income. We were earning over $20,000 a month in all 5 forms of income. So this has been, this opportunity truly was answered prayer for our family. We were able to build something out of our home. We began to build a lifestyle around our kids. Our children were able to choose private colleges of their choice with no student loans. We were debt-free. And it's all because we made a business decision to go to work and to build something on our own, and we found a product that has patents on them. It's a product there's nothing else like it on the market. There's a lot of science behind our product. It's state-of-the-art, cutting edge of the industry and the food science industry, and we knew if we had a good product, we could build a business around that. The company has always been faithful in sending our checks to us. They've given us opportunity to have tools and things to build our business. They are the manufacturing company. They provide the product for us to market. And we started with our friends, our family, the people that we cared about the most that went to work with us. They began to build a distribution network as well. And they began to add income into their family. A lot of people, this is their full-time business, their full-time industry that they're doing. So that's our story, Jason. We're very, the great thing about our business that it's allowed us to meet people all over the world. We're one of the top 5 paid distributors in the world. And Jason Gregory and his wife, Anila, have become dear friends of ours. We've been able to go to work with them in England, and here we are in the United States. And it's just been an incredible, I can't even put words to describe the relationships and the friendships that we have because of this company, this business. So that's our story, Jason. Do you have some questions?
Wow. I do. Now, can you hear me okay now? Because I've changed phones.
Yes.
Brilliant. Okay. Now, I'm classing this call, Betty, as a business builder call. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I know there are many different types of people that are on the call. Some people that are business driven, some people that they really want to help people, other people, there's different people that are wired in different ways. But I know that the best way for any one of us to help as many people as we can is to build a big business. Now, I understand that there are different people that are coming from different places in regards to our industry, and there was some skepticism in regards to our industry. I know that when Phil first started, you was quite skeptical. So how did you initially get over that skepticism that you were feeling so much?
Okay. All right. I have a very difficult time hearing everything that you said because we're getting such a breakup in your conversation. So let me share some highlights of what we did when we got going. Now, I do want all of you to know that many, many people in our organization have never done anything like this before. Some people have been in sales. Some people have been in other network marketing companies. But our company is very unique. I almost look at it as that we've got our own personality. We have a business model that we followed. And what we did when we got started in this business, we sat down with our sponsors and we just came right out and asked, what do we need to do to be successful? And I remember very, very clearly, Betty, this is something that you do not do alone. Even though we're independent, we get our products sent directly to us from the company, and we're in business for ourselves, it is not a business that you build by yourself. We're going to work as a team. And they shared their business heart with us, and all they said to me was, Betty, you make a list of everybody you know and introduce them to us. And that's exactly what I did. One of the things that you learn is that the people that are sponsoring you and training you have a lot more experience, they know a lot more about this company, a lot more about these products, and your hot market, the people that you go to, are very, very important for your business. And that's what I did. I went to my friends and I said, guys, you know that Phil and I have been looking for something, that Phil needed to get out of this company that he was in. And whatever reason why you personally are looking at this business, why you're doing this business, that's what you need to tell your friends. And I shared with them, Phil and I found a product that we know that we can market because people need nutrition, and we just happen to find a product that's a Cadillac line of the industry, and we're going to build a business around these products. And I think that this is something that you are going to be interested in. When can we get together? That was my initial approach to my friends. And when on that appointment, I made sure that our sponsors were either with us physically or on the telephone so that they could do those appointments for us as I learned and I listened as they shared about this business. And that's how I learned. We learned by getting out there doing it. We learned like it's on-the-job training. They went to work with us, and they mentored us. They tutored us. And I learned by listening to them. And it is, to me, you guys, I mean, that is a treasure. That is a blessing. It works both ways. Even though they sponsor you, they're going to earn an income and a commission on what you do. But guess what? Guess what you get to do? You're blessed because you've got trainers and people above you that are willing to go to work with you and help you to get established. And they're always there for you because for them to be successful, they've got to be communicating to you on how to be successful, or they're not going to be successful either. So to me, it kind of works both ways. And when I approached my friends, I didn't tell them a whole lot. I didn't have to know everything about nutrition. I didn't have to know everything about the doctors that develop these products. I was just excited that I found a product that people started taking that had these amazing stories. And that's what I tell my friends. And so the goal for you being brand new is to get the appointment. And it's your excitement. And I kind of leaned into my sponsors because they were so confident I didn't have that confidence. They were confident, but as time went on, I grew and became more confident, and that's what will happen to you as well. But when you get started in this, the very first thing you need to do is you make a list of your best friends. You make a list of the people that you love and you care about first. And those are the initial people that you're going to go to work with. And, the other thing that I did, and Jason's done this as well, I stayed very, very close to my sponsors. I probably called them every single day. I had questions. I wanted to hear more stories. They encouraged me. They would share with me if I had a bad day, how to overcome fear and different things. It was just an incredible journey when we got our business started. So those are the initial things. When people tell me that, well, Betty, I'm not like you. I don't think that I could do this. I've never done sales. But I want to tell you something. If you care about people, you can do this. Because what will happen as you begin to hear these health stories and these business stories, your heart begins to open up and you start thinking about the people that you love and you care about. And you want them to know that there is a way out of whatever situation they're in. And this can bring a lot of hope to people. I mean, not only is it going to bless your life, but you can be the vehicle to bless other people. And that's the way I look at it. I see this as a reaction of being able to bless other folks. So I hope, Jason, that might be a little bit of what you said. I apologize that there's such a breakup in our connection here, and I hope everyone can hear me okay. But I do think that one of the first steps as well, Jason, is that you have to make a decision. You have to make a commitment to yourself, not to Jason or anybody, to yourself that you're going to build a business. And, there's so much grace involved in this business that you get going, and after a year, even if you decide you don't even want to do this after a year, you can actually send your unused product back to the company, and they'll give you a 90% buyback. I mean, I think that's a very generous thing to do, but that's not going to happen to you because once you get going in this and you're very open to hear the results people have by getting on these three-way calls, by going to every single event around that was near my hometown, I made sure I got there. And I made sure I took friends with me so they can meet people that are building a business around these products and hear their story. It's just a relationships that, I'll tell you what, in the business world, in the corporate world, you're not going to have the kind of relationships that you can have in a business like this, that people are willing to help you to be successful. I mean, that's quite a thing, I think. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Well, obviously, you've been involved for a while, Betty. What would you say is your most treasured memory? I know this is a big question, but what is your most treasured memory since you've been building your business?
I think my most treasured memory is the lives that I've been able to touch, not only business-wise, but in spiritual ways. It's probably been my greatest blessing to have people sit and I hear their health stories. I've been healthy most of my life, but when you meet someone like Kathy Bloom or people that suffer with migraines for years and years, and all of a sudden they start taking Reliv and they don't have migraines anymore, sometimes I have to sit there and just really kind of take that in, like, what if nobody had told them about Reliv? And the other thing that has been something that's been so amazing is that I took a step of faith that, well, first of all, I don't know who's on this call, but I have to tell you, I'm a woman of prayer. I believe in the power of prayer. And I had been seeking God on what we were going to do because my husband was so miserable in his job. And to watch my husband get so excited that would probably bless me so much I can't even begin to put words to it, because he's a wonderful husband, a wonderful father, and he'd been miserable in his job. You know, it's important for men to have purpose. It's important for a man to be happy with what he's doing. And the burden that had been lifted off his shoulders because of this business it gives me great joy. So that's probably just one of the wonderful experiences. You know, we've traveled the world. That has blessed my life. I can say that. But, you know, I did not get into this business, become a millionaire, or travel the world. I got into this business to put food on the table, pay our bills, and send our kids to college. That was the reason why we got into this business. But along the way, we got rewarded for building a good business. The company offers incredible incentives that most companies don't offer. And so as I was building and growing, we were blessed by these perks that we would get, which were amazing perks. And, you know, in a typical corporate life, you don't have that opportunity to earn more income. You're always at a pay grade or a pay level, and you get paid for what you're worth in this kind of a business, because if you get out there and go to work, it's going to reward you. And so, yeah, that is kind of an interesting question, Jason. I don't know if anybody's ever asked me on this call.
Well, honestly, after so many years in the business, yeah, why are you so excited? Are you more excited now than you was back then, or what has sustained your level of excitement, especially moving forward with where the company is going?
Why do I keep working? Is that what you're saying?
No. Why are you still so excited?
Because you know what? I want to share with you why I get excited. I get excited being part of a blessing in people's lives. I love that. I love building a relationship with Jason and Neil. I love going to work with them. I love seeing them being blessed for the work that they put into their business. That is a great reward to me, that I could stand and promote an opportunity and see people step in by faith and going to work and seeing them being blessed and rewarded for their work. I love that. I love people. I'm motivated by that, and I feel that my husband and I found our niche, that we can encourage. I guess sometimes I think my gift to mine and my husband's gifts are that we have the gift of encouragement, and I can use that gift in a business like this, and we thrive on it. We love it. I'm not, and I want to share it with a lot of you on the call. I'm not a businesswoman. I was a homemaker raising my kids. I never went to college, but I know one thing. If you find something good, you know it's easy to share it with somebody else. And there was no doubt in my mind when I went to that conference. I realized that this was a good gift. And when you find something good, it's pretty easy to share with a friend or somebody you care about, or even people you don't even know, because you could change somebody's destiny. You could change somebody's life by taking the time to tell them about this business opportunity.
Wow. There are a number of people that are new on the line as guests and so forth. I mean, why should a new person consider building a real business?
Why? What did you say, Jason? I'm sorry.
Why should a new person who's listening on the call today for the first time, why should they consider building a real business?
Why would they consider this?
Yeah.
Well, if they're looking for, it depends on why they're looking. If they're looking to put money in their pocket, if they're looking to be their own boss, if they're looking to supplement maybe another income that they have working a full-time job and they need extra income, why wouldn't you have? The reason why you want to look at this is because we've got an incredible marketing plan, and we have an incredible product. I mean, if you've got a product that people need and get results with, you've got a great business opportunity. And why would you look at Reliv than any other company out there? Because I want to tell you what, we actually have the state-of-the-art product. Because when you get involved with this company, you will come to know the scientists that develop their products. This is not a me-too product. This is not a product that you get out of China or anywhere else. I mean, this is made here in the United States of America. They're patented products. You know, you can go to any vitamin store and buy all kinds of, you don't even know where half the time where those things are made. I know where this product's made, and I know the doctors that put it together. So when I have that kind of confidence, I can project that to my friends. Now, in the beginning, you may not have that confidence, but I'll tell you what, your sponsor does, because they've been in the business longer, they've experienced the company and the production of our products, and they've got people that have amazing results. And I'll tell you what, that's what you rely on, are the stories of the people that are on these products. So why Reliv? I'll tell you what, we got the best marketing plan out there. I know that for a fact. We've got a very generous marketing plan, a Star Director product bonus that Jason can share with you. I tell you what, the Ambassador program that you have an opportunity to get into, more bonuses. I'm going to tell you what, $100,000 a year more in our income because of that Ambassador bonus. So each step of the way, the company's offering you incentives to build your business. So why wouldn't you look at Reliv? I don't know what these other companies have, and I'll tell you what, when I got my business going, I was just so straight focused that Reliv was it. Nobody else, all these other companies, they didn't even bother me. I mean, it was like, I don't care what's out there. I know I got the best product. And we were able to build a business around that. So that's why you want to look at Reliv. You want to look at Reliv because they've been in business for a long time. They're stable. They've got an incredible product. You've got support with this company. And you know what? I tell you what, our products have always been shipped to us on time. Our checks have always come to us every month. And they're faithful. They're committed. I mean, it's a good quality company, so it's not like some Me Too type company out there. So that's why Reliv.
What final words of encouragement could you give to existing distributors as well?
Okay, all right. Let me share something. I want to share something. It is an issue of trust. And I remember when I sat down with a couple that I never met, and when they began to share with me how much money they were making, what they were doing, I believed them. That was the first step for me. I believed these people. And I liked them. And I knew that my friend would not introduce me to something that wasn't good. And so it's an issue of trust. And the other thing is, you're not going to know if this is for you or not for you until you step into it and make a business decision. You're not going to know if this is right until you get in there and get your product, come in as a quick start, come in as a master affiliate, and go to work. You're not going to know until you experience it. So it's a decision you have to make. And you've got a team of support there in the UK. You have an incredible opportunity. It's a ground floor in that country. Nobody's heard of Reliv. None of your... I know that there's people on here that Jason's never met before. I'm sure they've never even heard of this company. And what an opportunity for you. And so my final word is, I want to encourage you. You're never going to know until you try it, until you step out and say, you know what, I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to hang on to Jason. I'm going to learn this business with him. He's been willing to go to work with me, and just do what he tells you to do, because it's like a copycat business. What we do is, as we're training and teaching, we're duplicating ourselves. and you in turn are going to be duplicating what we've taught you. And my final word, I would love to meet all of you, and I want to give you my cell phone number. If you've made a business decision and you're a distributor and you're going to work, I work close with Jason and some of his team, and you can call me, you can text me, and say, Betty, I want you to meet my friend, and let me share with them this business opportunity and share my story with your friends. I'd love to do that. Okay?
Betty, really appreciate that. I don't know what was happening with the technology tonight, but I appreciate the fact that you've come onto the line, and no doubt at some point I will organise another call to have you back and probably have Phil as well. And so I just want to thank you for coming on the call tonight, Betty. Sorry about all the technical problems, but hopefully next time will be a lot better.
Okay. Bye, everybody. I'm going to hang up. And I hope I get a chance to be on the phone again when we have a better connection. Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Take care. Guys, that was Betty. So hopefully you were able to hear her clearly, even if you couldn't hear me clearly. But I'm going to organise another one of these calls probably every couple of weeks so that you can maximise what you're doing with your business. I'm going to open up the lines now so everybody can say goodbye, and really good to have you on the call today. And if you're new on the line, get back to the person who invited you on this call, and they can move you forward, let you see a presentation, see the information for yourself, and then you can make an informed decision. So I'm going to unmute the lines now, so take care, guys. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Sorry about the technical problems.
No.
Yeah, thanks, Jason.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Jason.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks, Jason. Bye.
Right.
Thank you, Jason. Bye.
Thanks, Jason. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Jason.